I don't want just anybody. Let me treat you like somebody. Try to top on a Rari. This forever, we ain't stopping. You the life of the party. No job. Apply that pressure, don't need no straw.
All right, y'all, what's up, man? It's Wayne Hopkins. So I'm bringing you another Spats. It's episode 6. I got the fellas with me this time. We're gonna talk about, all kind of different topics. I let them introduce themselves. If they feel like saying a little something, I start to my right here.
I'm, a lot of y'all know me, some of y'all don't. But I'm Mr. Behind the Scenes, so I'm totally out my comfort zone right now. But yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do. Yeah, I'm Mr. GBG Photography, one of the videographers and directors on the film set of Backstreet. Music videos, I do local music videos all over Florida and stuff of that nature or whatnot. So yeah. We hanging today.
Yeah, man. Mr. Willie Jones, man. Call me Coach Jones. Yes, Coach, to do a little bit of stuff here and there. But y'all can say, oh yeah, with me. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's up, world? This Horace Titwell. I do a little bit of everything, working, security, acting, flipping toast at Zaxby's. I do a little bit of all.
A little bit of everything, huh?
Jack of all trades, baby.
Hustle, yeah, but that gonna bring us to the first topic, man. Like motivation and drive. Like what motivates y'all and what drives y'all to do what you do?
I think what motivates me, man, with the kids, coaching, being part of the community and stuff like that, man, is to see the kids get better, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Try to change, some lives, man. Either we change one life, 2 life. We got a lot of kids in our community that need help, that need positive male figures in their life. To see that you don't have to be in the streets, you don't have to sell drugs, you don't have to do all the wild stuff to be successful.
Yeah.
And I, like all us up on this panel today, everybody's pretty successful without doing those things that I spoke of. So that's my drive, is to change the mindset of the kids' lives, especially the young men coming up. You know what I'm saying? Change kids' lives, man. That's one of my drive, one of my motivation.
I think that's it for me too, though. Just being somebody that's done played both sides of it. I done been in the streets once upon a time, but I'm a total legitimate person that made that transformation to total legitimacy now, and realizing my contribution, to younger guys, because when I came up, I didn't really have no father figure or nothing of that nature, so I was advised and not necessarily provoked, but I was, I admired my environment, so what we seen in the neighborhoods that we grew up in, like the guy that had the big cars and all the jewelry and chains, those was our role models. Those was the pillars to the community that we grew up in, so making that transformation and like bruh said, being able to show kids that you ain't got to be a dope boy to have money, you know what I mean? You can do the same thing, live that same great lifestyle, be successful, and be plentiful, be fruitful and everything without doing, all that extracurricular stuff. You can be totally legit with it. And that's it for me, though.
My motivation is a couple things. One is my daughter. I'm showing her that you can do whatever you want to do as long as you grind for it, you hustle for it, and you go for it. Yeah. Don't never accept no for an answer. So she can be anything she want to be. So right now, I'm showing her, with me being an actor, going to Atlanta. I've been to Atlanta 15 times a month, 15 times every 2 months. So I'm just grinding and grinding. She's seeing it. So if she see me make it to the top with acting, then she'll know, hey, I can do anything that I want to do. And then plus my team, man. I have a great core team that always motivates me. I got some real troopers. I don't have no yes men around me. I got no yes men. All my people around me tell me the truth. My brother Ramon, he tells me 100 how it is. My brother John, he tells me 100 how it is. And my homeboy Moses, he tells me how it is. Yeah. So anything I'm doing wrong, they gonna let me know, man. And they drive me to do better and better and better.
Oh yeah, and that's a good thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta have people around us that's gonna motivate us, especially when we're trying to get to the level that everybody wanna go to. Like that's my main thing. Like my motivation, like, is almost like you, like my kids. Like you, I don't play both sides of the fence, so I know how it really go. So it's like I thought about, like, do I want my son to see this? Like, how can I break the cycle. Cause when I came up, everybody,
exactly.
y'all say
Gotta
you gonna
break
be
the
like your
cycle.
daddy, just like your daddy.
You gotta break
no,
the cycle.
I got to break this cycle. I got to change it up. So like that's one of my things, man. Like I took the same grind, same hustle that we had on the other side, and we brought it this way.
applied it to it.
We'll find another way to hustle, man. The thing about it, I'm one of the people like I ain't scared to step out there. If I fail, I fail. At least I know I tried.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to do that. You know.
And the only way you can truthfully fail is if you don't try, you know, because consistency eventually it's going to pay off as long as you keep trying. You go back, you seen where you went wrong. Okay, I'm going to go back, apply the same tactics, take a little bit of this out, add a little bit of this, and I'm going to go at it again. You know, eventually you're going to get where you got to go.
Facts.
Oh yeah. Another on this topic, another thing I touch on this topic, but I can touch on this part cause like you said, like we work with a lot of kids, like we work with a lot of kids for years. You know, pretty much 350 kids every year. Even before that, just a lot of kids we don't coach. What do you think the kids are losing? Cause like a lot of kids don't have that motivation, that drive no more. Cause I know one of the things, cause as parents, I know I've done it as a parent. Like I give my son everything because I want him to have the stuff I couldn't have, but it crippled him a little bit. You know, so like, how do y'all speak on that topic of like the kids of this generation? They really don't have a lot of drive no more.
See, I think one thing what we lacking as parents, you know, granted I'm a new parent. I got an 8-month-old.
Oh yeah,
Congratulations.
Appreciate you. But you know, aside from that, at 36 years old and being in the dating realm of life, I've dated females that had older kids and I've dated females that had younger kids. And there's nothing wrong with spoiling the child. There's nothing wrong with making your child very comfortable so they don't have to resort to the things that we had to resort to. But we as parents, we also got to embed the importance of what it took to get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Daddy had to work 2 weeks in a row, 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
I might have not got to this football game. I might have not got to see this stage play. But this is what it took to get there.
Yeah.
See, we're just so easily giving and giving and giving. Oh, yeah, you want them new Jordans for $250. We got to let them know, hey, listen, come out here and rake this yard, rake the neighbor yard, rake that neighbor yard. $10 a yard. Once you get so many yards, you'll be to that $250.
Yeah. This
is just a small portion, a small example of what daddy had to do to get that. Because we giving them, and we making sure they're straight, but we got to be mindful and make sure that we're showing them the ropes it took to get there. Hard work, dedication, motivation, sacrifices, you know.
Man.
If we ain't showing them that, they just gonna grow up, you know, money grows on trees, you know.
Oh yeah. I'm dealing with that regular with my kids. Them jokers don't understand, man. Like, woo, like, but like I had to do that. I had to break that cycle with my kids to let them know, no. Y'all can get some kind of choice or something to make it happen, you know?
Absolutely.
You know, cause one day they're gonna reach that point where life gonna be for real. You know what I'm saying? So they need to really know what comes with all that. Y'all got anything on that?
And I think also, you know, you talked about the working part of it and making sure the kids, you know what it is to work and stuff like that. And I think a lot of kids lack motivation and drive because sometimes like they don't have nothing to be motivated for. You see what I'm saying? Or kids, some kids, I'm just in general, some kids kind of get to do what they want to do when they want to do it. So they don't have nothing to say, well, I want to go to the movies, I want to do this. They don't have nothing to motivate them to say,
work
okay,
towards it.
I'm gonna do this so I can get this.
There, yeah.
And then on the opposite side of that too, we talk about the work part of it, the discipline part of it. I feel like a lot of kids, because the world today wants us to be soft on kids. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can't do that to them, or don't talk to them like that. It's gonna hurt their feelings, and I feel like the world too much. And speaking of the world, sometimes it's too much. Like, oh, you can't hurt their feelings. Kids have feelings too. They do, but like a buddy of mine, he say like his daddy always told him, your feelings made to be hurt.
Yeah.
It make you a better person. It builds character.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like our kids are not being driven or motivated to build character because, in the world sometimes, like you say, the discipline part, if they do this, we kind of like, oh, it's okay, don't do it again. Instead of like really stamp it down on them, you know what I'm saying? Because like now you got like, we see all the stuff going on in the world today, like all the killings and all the shootings. Kids, they don't value life, they don't respect life, they don't respect nobody, and it's because I feel like it started at home.
I agree.
I feel like it started at home because we have to discipline at home first and let them know that if you don't take this discipline here, the world gonna discipline you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Somebody gonna discipline you.
Absolutely.
And so we I feel like kids are not motivated to be, good citizens or they lack motivation for a lot of things, and that's why they just kind of run wild. You know what I'm saying? And they run wild because they're not disciplined at home. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. Some kids do get disciplined at home and still be like that. But if you take 5 kids and 1 out of them 5 kind of wild.
And you're right too though.
Yeah, you know what I'm
nowadays you so much as raise your hand to them or whatnot. Oh man, that's
you abuse them and stuff like that. So and kids know that.
Yeah.
They know that. So they use that against you. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like, like when we talk about motivation and drive, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we could put discipline in there too. And once we discipline kids like they're supposed to be disciplined, I feel like the world will change a little bit and they'll be motivated to be better kids, to have drive to do something. Because if they doing whatever they want to do, they ain't motivated about nothing. Like, and you finna say something?
No, you good. Go ahead.
Yeah, like they not motivated about nothing. They get to do what they want to do. So.
Well, I'm still that soft daddy. Yeah. I'm still soft hearted. This is my baby girl. This is my only girl. I do spoil. I ain't got out.
Other kids?
I have not got. No, it's my only one.
Okay.
I have not got out that stage of the spoiling. But on her mama's side and her nana side, do your mama play that? Her mama don't play that. See, her mama and her nana side, they real disciplined. They real. Okay. I need to get like that. I know I need to.
She got a balance.
She has the balance.
She got a girl. In her eye, in your eyes, she can't do nothing wrong.
I don't think I ever.
That's the girls though. That's how the girls is, man.
I have never told her no or did nothing. Whatever she wants, she gets. I know I need to get her there because her mom and her nana, they'll tell her no quick.
That's the girl.
But the thing about it is that, like you said, it's that balance. At least she know when she getting told no, she know how to react to getting told no. A lot of kids these days, you tell them no, they flip out. They don't know how to respond to no because they always get. You know what I'm saying? So when they are told no, it's like the end of the world.
Yeah.
You the worst person in the world. Oh, you ain't do nothing for them. All that kind of stuff. So so it's that balance got to be there. Like somebody telling her no, so she know what no mean. You know what I'm saying? That's that balance right there. I feel like.
Best mother. Shout out to Brittany. I appreciate you so much. You and your mama and the nana. I love both of y'all. I appreciate y'all so much.
See, it's different for me. See, having a little boy and knowing how I was once upon a time, it's like, boy, I got to apply pressure when he get to that age because I know how I used to think, and a lot of it was I wasn't no bad kid. I just didn't have that person there. Yeah. My daddy was there financially, but I might have had the nicest shoes, all the up-to-date clothing and stuff for basketball season, football season. I had all the top of the gear, but when I look out there in the stands, Pops wasn't there. Yeah. So and that's what I like, that more so mental consolidation, whereas in that physical stature or the financial stature, I was secure. I ain't the materialistics, I ain't want for nothing. But that makes all the difference in some situations though, you know what I mean? Because now I look back at it and I'm like dealing with my little boy, knowing how I was, I'm like, okay, I had all this, but there was still that void. I was always searching for something, trying to fill that void. Yeah. So now I know, okay, having a little boy, I look at him and I'm like, I'm gonna have to apply pressure because if that boy, if he anything how I once was once upon a time, before I start conscious thinking and actually growed up and matured. Granted, a lot of situations I had to go through got me to where I'm at now, but like I say, the ideal goal is so he don't have to go through that. You know what I mean?
I agree. Well, I guess I can go on to our topic, our second topic, man. Like mental health and depression. Like I'm hearing you saying what you went through. Like you saying you had all the money, and all that stuff was good, but you were saying you still felt the void. How did that affect your mental health or anything?
It was just more so, like I say, when you get to a point where, the conversation might last for like 30 seconds. Oh yeah, man, I got the new shoes and I got the new clothes and stuff. But then when we got like field trip day, and all the rest of the boys, their daddies at the gym with them, working out with them and stuff, and I'm just sort of over there like with my new shoes and new clothes, but Pops ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So it like,
and you want that more than the shoes and the clothes.
That meant way more than the shoes and the clothes, because I'm like, man, they got something that I didn't know how to express it and explain it at that point in time. Yeah. But it created a void to a point where for a little while it made me a loner though. Yeah. I just came up to a point where I was like, okay, man, I got to figure this out on my own, and not having nobody to really show me the ropes and having to go through it and perform, fail, and get up, brush myself off. Ain't nobody to pat you on the back and say, hey, Go for it again, man. You got this. You know what I'm saying? You got to sort of pull yourself together and really shake off and get right.
Get right.
You know what I mean? But a lot of times I'm like, nah, man, why me? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
What did I do that made me different from this guy? You know, his daddy got him. Why me? You know what I'm saying? What made me? You know, and it caused me to be like, I had social anxiety for a long time. Like for a long time when I came home from college, I was like, man, you know, I see people, but if I don't have, even now, still to this point sometimes, if I ain't got a camera in my hand, like right now I'm nervous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Me too.
I'm nervous right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, dang.
Public speaking is not for me. Public speaking is not for me.
At all.
I mean, I got a question on mental health and depression. Like what do y'all think? You know, we all men up here, and you know, I don't know what each person went through. I'm pretty sure everybody done had a moment in their life where they felt depressed or you know down. You know, something under that umbrella of mental health. Like, what do y'all think of some of the barriers for men showing or expressing like when they're depressed and stuff like that? Like, I know what I think, but what do y'all think? Like, what are some of the barriers that stand in the way of a man expressing, you know, how he feel or depressed or you know, anxiety? Like you say, anxiety.
To be strong.
And that's my biggest thing. Like
emotions and stuff like that. We talk to push through and get up and pat yourself on the
back.
pat yourself on the
grind,
back.
like
Just push through that. That's how we taught it and bred it. So it's like,
like me, I feel like I just really got to that stage where like I just really realized, cause like you know, like even though it was like my daddy was there, but he wasn't there. Like you saying, like I played, like you know, I played football. I was a pretty good football player, you know. Like my dad was never to the game, but he'll talk about it at the barbershop. Like I'm like, why you not getting? My mom was at every game. My stepdad was at every game. So I feel like even though my dad wasn't like there, I always had people standing in the gap. Like my uncles. Like my uncle was all of them was there. In the neighborhood was always there.
Coach.
But like I always tell my wife, like I think I want to say like maybe 2-3 years ago, like as I sit down and really think, like, dang, was my daddy really there? You know what I'm saying? Like he'll pick me up and just take me to my grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't really affect me till I got older. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like how you were saying, it's teaching us like coming up, be strong, wear it on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I always took that as my motivation. You know, as a football coach, motivates you. You know what I'm saying? Take it and motivate you. But I think as we get older, and that's why I think a little bit of depression may come in and those mental health come in, because as we get older, we have time to think about that kind of stuff. And when we're younger, we have so many things that we're doing, so we don't really have the time to sit down and think.
See, because I deal with mental health, PTSD and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's why I wanted y'all to answer the questions and stuff like that. And also when you talk, like, something that you just said about when you was younger, it didn't really affect you, but as you got older, it kind of affect you. So, like, I know for me, like, you know, talking with different doctors and stuff like that, they explained that to me because I didn't understand. Yeah. I didn't understand like why, you know, when I first got out of the Army or when I first came back from war and stuff like that, why it didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like those things didn't bother me that bad. Like stuff bothers you, but not how it bothered me today, like years later. Yeah. And so she kind of explained it to me, and you can tell me this makes sense to y'all because it did make sense to me, but it might not make sense to everybody. Like somebody get in a car accident, you know what I'm saying, or somebody get hurt. And they in that, I don't know the medical term for it, but they kind of like in shock. Like they don't even know they hurt right now. Like it's been
traumatized.
So and then later on down the road, it could be a week later or whatever, or it could be hours later. Then they feel the effect from
everything.
it. So kind of like basically what you just said. Like now you had time to idle. You see what I'm saying? Now you had time to let everything like come to surface, and now it's like, dang, now this is something I'm really dealing with.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so like, go ahead,
man. Listen, January 24th last year, I lost my mama. Found my mama on the floor, face down. Got down there with her, face blue, eyes blue, but she was smiling at me, letting me know that she good now. That still has not hit me yet. I do handle depression. I don't even talk about this.
But you deal with it good though, bro.
But I deal with it because I have to. That's why I work so much.
And that's
I work probably say 6 days a week. I work because it's all in me. I cannot lay down at night. If I lay down at night, that's when it start bothering me. But I stay work. I probably sleep 3 hours a night. And I've been doing this for the last year and a half. And I know I am messing up my mental health so bad, my depression, but She keeps me, man. She motivates
Keep
me.
you grounded,
She
man.
understands. And that depression, I never handled depression a minute. None of that never happened until I lost my mama last year.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
I definitely feel that. I've even seen like how, going through that situation, like I say, I can see how it created a domino effect because, and it all resulted back to, growing up with my daddy halfway being there but halfway not. Being there financially, being there, not being there physically or mentally. It also had an effect in some of my earlier on relationships.
Okay.
Just getting in relationships and, okay, well, if I love you, I'm going to make sure you got this, what you want to eat, here go a credit card, we got a joint bank account, I'm going to make sure, that's how I was taught to perceive I love you. If I love you, I'm going to make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't really learn or was never taught the emotional part, the sit down, the conversations, the communication, the small things that money don't buy. You know what I mean? Just to sit, a little $2 rolls or just a simple text, hey baby, how you doing?
Yeah.
In my mind, it's like, okay, you went to work. Oh, why you ain't text me all day? Well, I ain't know I had to. I mean, I thought I did all the steps. Your car was full of gas. You had lunch money. You had extra money to get dinner on your way. I thought I did what I had to do to, I didn't know that as far as the communication part.
So you was there physically and materialistically and stuff
But
like that, but you wasn't there mentally. You wasn't there.
I was never taught how to love
Because
someone.
that's how you were taught. That's how
I
you
was
were
never
raised.
taught
Yeah.
how to love someone mentally, how to actually say, hey, baby, you good? How your day going? Baby, everything okay? My dad didn't communicate with me. It was pretty much, hey, it's $100 on the dresser. I'll be back in town Wednesday. That'll get you from Monday to Tuesday. That was his way of showing love. So when I come in the house and some of my earlier relationships was like, hey babe, I filled the car up with gas. I put the food up last night. You good. I gave you it's extra little money to get your toes and nails done, blase squade.
man,
I love your eyes.
I gotta take notes. I gotta take
You know what I'm
notes.
saying?
Yeah. See,
I ain't never did that.
But it was the mental.
Oh yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
was all the little stuff that
It's the small stuff.
it
like,
was the smaller things that
yeah.
I was like, man, it don't matter how much. I could have gave her $2,000 on her $200 nails, and it still wouldn't have been equivalent to that little small factor of, yeah, babe, I like your nails. Just take a second to look at them, admire them. Show her that appreciation that you actually take recognition. It was that little small stuff. But like I said, not knowing how to do that, we products of our environment.
With growth, you grow.
We taught to be products of our
about
environment.
growth and the stuff that we see, like the stuff that we see on TV and stuff like I had uncle. They were smooth with that. They want all the women. So that's the stuff that I seen. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that I seen. But like as age and growth, you know what I'm saying, and finding that right person, you know what I'm saying, also help you build stronger. Also, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, God first. So like that's everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much money you got or what you're going through. You ain't got God in it, bro.
You ain't got yourself.
You ain't got yourself nothing. Like you say, like your mom, boy. That's God that you even holding it in that long. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a plan for you, bro. Like, and that's one of them things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that feels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope no time soon I don't know how I feel, but man, like that's big, bro.
But also though, that did bring me more closer to God though, cause how everything happened that day, it all evened out for me to be there. Cause I worked on my only day off that when she passed. That's the crazy thing about it. I was going to Tampa that Sunday. I was going to film for the movie Creep. Shout out to Mel Morgan. So our scene got done at 2:00 in the morning. It was cold that day. It was cold that morning. Her jacket was in my car. She needed her big old pink jacket. So I had to come back to Ocala to bring back her jacket. So after I brought her jacket back, I went home. I seen my mama on the couch. I went in the room, laid down, woke back up around 12 o'clock. She on the floor. Everything timed out for me to be there at that right time. That's how I believe that was all God's plan. It was all meant to be like that.
And the smile on her face that gave you a little bit
smile
of
on her face.
Just because you was there.
So that's what you can always remember.
She smiled.
Oh yeah, I always remember that.
Yeah.
I picked her up off the floor. I put her onto the stretcher. I put her into the back of the hearse van. My mama brought me in, but I took her out. I came out a better script than that. Oh, it hurts me. I'm selfish. I wish she was still here. But I know she was in so much pain. I know she was in so much pain, but I miss her. I miss her dearly. She was my biggest fan. She was my biggest supporter. She watched all my movies. She couldn't wait to see Backstreet. God, I hate she wasn't there for the premiere, man.
She watching it though. She
watching
definitely checking out.
Yeah.
Watching it.
She
Yeah,
definitely checking you out, man.
Yeah,
proud
but
of you, man.
y'all talk about relationships.
Hey, before we get deep in relationships, I know I asked the question, what do y'all think of some of the barriers from of men, you know, expressing how they feel, being depressed and mental health. So, and I know we kind of talked about that. So what do y'all think are some of the barrier breakers? Like what are some of the things that, especially black men in the black community, what do y'all think are some of the things that can help like black men? Because a lot of black men in silence when it comes to being depressed, having anxiety, and they don't know how to, you know, communicate or let people know how they feel.
Because they don't want nobody to call it, man no, man, you know how they gonna be, man no.
So what are some of the, I'm gonna call it the double B, what are some of the barrier breakers? So those barriers that, in a way, what are some of those things? How can somebody, or do y'all feel, you know, how do y'all feel another man that's being, you know, kind of messed up mentally, fighting depression, anxiety, you know, all that kind of stuff. What are some of the things they can do to break those barriers, to let people know and not be ashamed of their mental health situation? How can they break some of those barriers? What are y'all thoughts on that?
Man. They got to talk to somebody, man. Like, find somebody you feel comfortable with talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I even like it was taught at Evergreen. You know, even some kids go through mental health. You know, I realize some of the kids will come talk to me before they talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I guess find that person that you can open up to. You know what I'm saying? First, talk to God of anything. You know, but if you got to talk to somebody in the physical, find somebody that you cool with, comfortable with, check on. And as people, as black people, we need to start talking to people. Just ask them if they okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't always call you and want something from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about like men. Like he said, you never talked about it, like
well-being.
you know, like just by you talking about that right there, probably release something off of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about talking and getting in that moment and find matter of fact, find somebody that you can be around.
That's
You know
a
what I'm
big
saying?
part of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because how he just, you know, I know this man. This my big little brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But and one of the most humble creatures, biggest dudes I know, man. And it's crazy. He might not even know it, but just being in his presence and, you know, Chris' presence and
They do something for you.
They do it for me, bro,
Yeah.
because my mentality is like
So
quick, but just being around them, it's sort of like, okay,
yeah.
if they can do it, I can do it. You know, it's a challenging situation.
Yeah.
But he also involves me in his comfortability and him being able to swallow his pride and open up and
being
step
vulnerable.
outside of his comfort zone. Yeah. Truth be told, I'm very articulate, I'm very well spoken, but half of my little bit of comfortability I got right now on the camera is because he here.
Yeah.
I mean, on the contrary, I'm used to holding the camera.
Yeah.
You know, this is totally out of my comfort zone right now.
Yeah.
So one barrier breaker is being able to talk to somebody, communication. Another barrier breaker is
Involving yourself
being
in
around some people in your
somebody
circle.
that
Yeah, and I
you're locked familiar with.
one of my barrier breakers I feel like is being vulnerable.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
a big
got
one.
to.
Yeah.
But that's a hard one from us because,
Yeah,
like I say, we're naturally trained to be masculine
Yeah.
and wear our feelings on our sleeves and you know what I mean.
And then, but I think that's something that we got, because I know that's something that I have to learn too, like, you know, to be vulnerable.
Having
to be
the right
able,
partner,
you know,
as far as a wife, a girlfriend, it plays a
Yeah.
big part in it too.
A
though.
big part, cause I know I
It plays
like,
a big part.
Cause
in it.
like I say, I was in that stage when I ain't like, you know, like, I'm a strong person. Like I tell man, I love. Listen, the biggest thing in my life, like I lost my uncle, my granddaddy, and my grandma within the same week. Back to back, impactful people in my life. You know what I'm saying? Impactful people, and two of them died. That they just died out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere. So like that was like one of the biggest things. Period. And my thing was, like I said, football. Like the kids, like some of the kids that I was coaching them since they were 7 years old. And they just bought like this life within me, you know what I'm saying? So I got to go to this game. I got to be around these kids because it kind of like, it helped me block. And like sometimes me and Jabba sit on the pillow 2 hours just talking. Like she get a lot out of me, which is like I said, you got to talk to somebody about it so you can release it. You know what I'm saying? Long you can talk about it and speak about it, it's gonna
Put
help you out a
yourself
lot,
in the
man.
circumference of people you know that's not gonna judge you,
Yeah.
and allow you to step outside of your comfort zone and be completely comfortable to just do what you don't do.
Oh yeah, because you got to find out where
Like I'm
that way
doing
to
now.
release it, man.
Yeah.
So all y'all pat y'allself on the back, because if it wasn't for each one of y'all, like I'll be over there where he at. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what I
man.
mean?
Cause like man, it's one of the things. Matter of fact, I with my barber today, Taylor. I just went because he opened up a new shop. I was talking to him, man.
Over there on 14.
Yeah, so he was saying like he went to the Walmart the other day, and this homeless guy like, man, can you? I don't want no money. Can you buy me a tent? So when so he was like, you know what I'm saying? God that spoke to me, like it was like a test for him, like it's gone by because he waiting on the shop license and he don't know if he's gonna get approved for it. So he going through all this stuff or whatever. So he was like he said, man, what kind of tent? I'm a tent cost. He said like $30. So I guess the guy couldn't really walk that good. So the other guy walked him in to show him what tent it was. So when Teddy went and bought the tent, he took the tent outside. He said the dude just broke down. Was like, man, thank you, man. Like God sent you my way. And the guy that took him, he said, thank you, man. He said, cause he said I stood up last night while he slept in my tent. You know what I'm saying? So Taylor was like, man, sometimes we realize that we be thinking about so much stuff, but this man just wanted a tent. No, he just wanted a tent. And then the next day, Taylor approved of his shop. Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes God he'll test you sometimes and put you through things, but something big coming. So sometimes we just got to be patient and we just got to wait till it's that time, man. Because something big coming. When you feel like it's always a blessing, like when you feel like life just hitting you so hard, it's always a blessing around the corner, man.
Every time.
You just got to find a way to stick through it, dog.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do that.
Another way with me, how I be holding stuff in, because I be feeling like somebody's doing worse than me.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody would love to be in the position that I'm
you
in
gotta-
right
you
now.
gotta be
So
cautious of
I
that.
just need to suck it up and just keep grinding, keep going.
It can
Like I
always
said,
be
man,
worse.
seeing somebody homeless, man,
Yeah.
that's one of the things that always bothers me. Cause that could be me, that could be anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you know what's so crazy? Like me and my best friend was talking about this the other day. And you know, he's a couple years older than me. He got a lot of knowledge of that dude. But we was talking and I was telling him something and something kind of like what you just said. And you know, we go through a lot of stuff in the world, you know what I'm saying? We stressed out, oh, you got to take care of this, you got to go pay that over there, you got to go do this, and all this kind of stuff. And sometimes you just feel like it's just so much on you, and you're like, it's too much. And then so I asked myself that because I be having some breakdowns, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be having some breakdowns for real. And, because I, like a lot of stuff too, like I lost my dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, murder, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I'm sorry,
and you know, auntie and stuff like that. Like, so people that's close to me, and you know, I had a bad accident, December. You know what I'm saying? Where it was fatal. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff, you know, triggered me and had me going on stuff. But then I try to think about it, and I told myself like, would I rather be here living, going through all of this stuff, or be dead and gone? I'd rather have some more time here and go and deal with this stuff in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just deal with this stuff in here. And
Especially
instead of be
impacting
gone,
people. You
instead
still
of being
impacting
dead and gone, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because some people feel like life is too much, they can't take it no more,
Yeah.
and they don't even want to be here no more. And you know, sometimes people get to that point, but then you got to ask yourself: would I rather deal with all this or be on this side? You know what I'm saying? Not even here to be in the world and like live and enjoy every day and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's kind of like what you said. Like somebody could be doing worse or whatever. Like you going through this, but it could be worse. We could be 6 feet under. We could,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could have no job. I could have none of that.
Every day is a blessing,
that.
man. Like every day is a blessing, man.
Not
Like,
just that, you got to realize your whole purpose and meaning and being might not even be what you wanted to do.
Oh, yeah.
It might not be because you wanted to be a superstar wide receiver, a football player. It could be just to have an impact on a certain group of people.
Yeah.
You know, your purpose could be just to be in a certain group of people's life to a point where you greatly impact them to get them where they need to be.
Oh yeah, and the thing about it, like the enemy always want to attack the strong.
Always.
Always, somebody who make a huge impact on everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, like, do I want to be here? I want to be there. Think about if you didn't want to be here, the people that are going to affect that you not being here.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because it don't
You know
affect
what I'm
just you.
It don't affect you. It affects everyone.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It affects
Certain
everyone.
people, certain guys and certain individuals, like for one, all of us, you know, certain ones God blessed with a certain aura that just draws people to you.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to really understand
Yeah.
and comprehend that. But my grandma told me a long while ago, she said, man, you're going to be tall. You know, you're going to draw attention to yourself naturally because your height, your size, your stature, you know, your demeanor, you're very well spoken. You're going to draw attention to yourself. You just got to make sure you on point and drawing attention to yourself for the right reasons.
Right reason, yeah.
You know what I mean? You appealing to people for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it took me really a while to find what those reasons really was. You know, but once I found it, it was on, you know, tunnel vision and focused on it. I'm like, okay, yeah, it all makes sense now.
Oh yeah.
But for the longest, it didn't though. I'm over here trying to really come into grasp with who I am and what my whole purpose of being. Like years ago, I ain't gonna lie, 6 years ago, I would have never seen myself being a photographer professionally and actually enjoying to take pictures. But being able to walk in a room and gravitate the attention just by smiling and goofing and creating the energy and start a setting of energy in the room.
Yeah.
You know, us as photographers and videographers, we create the tension, you know.
Oh yeah.
If your energy ain't on point, the people that you taking pictures, they gonna feel that.
Oh, they feel it,
They
yeah.
gonna feel it all
feel
through
it.
your, you know, your posture and everything. I done had some of the gangsters crack a smile that didn't even want to. Just because they can look at me and feel my energy and be like, okay, yo, he look like he done been there, done that, like same places I done been and stuff. So okay, yeah, it's okay. We can step out my comfort zone. You know what I mean? I'm gonna smile. It's okay to smile.
Yeah,
Man.
Smile, man. That's big, man.
Man, Ace, we finna move on.
Go ahead.
Before we move on, man, I just wanted to say, so we talked about barrier breakers for men dealing with mental health. Which camera I'm in? I'm right here. So we said communicate. We said communicate, and I want to talk to the people out there, man, especially the men or, you know, even women, even if kids watching. We just, you know, we're not the experts, but we kind of gave our, you know, little opinions on what are some of the barrier breakers if you're going through depression, anxiety, whatever. We said one of them was communicate. You know, be able to talk about it, let it out, you know, find somebody that you can talk to. We said the other one was put yourself around people that's going to motivate you, people that, you know, motivate you in silence, because that's basically what he was saying. He got a man right here, he don't even know, he's not telling him to do it, but just his presence is motivating him. So get around somebody whose presence motivates you, who make you want to do better, who take your mind off whatever you're going through. And the third thing we talked about being vulnerable, man. Like you gotta
be vulnerable.
Be vulnerable, man. It's okay. Man, for me, it is okay to cry. It is okay to, you know, sometimes you might have to get in your car. Like I'm a witness, man. I got in my car sometimes I might just scream, get that stuff out, man. You know, like I was vulnerable. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I just left. You know what I'm saying? I left. Was going on, like I just left and was riding. Didn't even know where I was riding to. And I was going through it, and an officer, I wish I meant to get his name. I was in Orlando, an officer. He just seen on me. I'm walking in the store. He's like, man, you okay? And I said, yeah, why you say that? He said, man, you don't look like you're okay. He asked to come pray with me. You know what I'm saying? So we started praying. He said, bro, it's okay to cry. He said, I don't know what you're going through. Yeah. So I'm telling y'all, be vulnerable. I never even told nobody that story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like Wayne knew I wasn't here. My mama, everybody was calling me. You know what I'm saying? But this man, he's seen it over me. So sometimes, you know, we can see somebody going through something, and if you let yourself be vulnerable,
that's the
people
only way
want
to allow yourself to grow too as a person.
And build character too. It's okay. Like
in the heal, that's the healing process.
Yeah, man. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be depressed, because depression really is, you know, being in a sad state of mind or whatever, and you don't even know why. That's kind of what depression is. Like, you don't even know why. So, I mean, we got communicate, we got get around people who gonna motivate you, even if it's motivating you in silence, and we got being vulnerable, man. Like, those three things, we feel like, you know, us up here, we talked about, we feel like those are barrier breakers, man. Like, so, and if you're going through stuff, we want y'all to break those barriers, man. And it's not gonna be easy, because I'm still trying to break barriers right now myself. So it's what it is, man. Like, it's what it is. Break them, man. So yeah, man. What you got, Wayne, man?
All right, man. We go to the last topic, man. Hey, man. I just think y'all are just open it up and just talking about that, man. Like, it's big. Like, people like that. If you can just say one person just by what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We doing God's work. You know, like I said, you're gonna get 1 or 2 degree. You know what I'm saying? That's big, man. I appreciate you guys on that, man. But the next one, man, we're gonna get into this thing, man. Try to cool the mood up. Do you feel like women put a lot of pressure on men?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. We got our work. We got our work cut out for us. You know, and see, I will say this. You know, not trying to take their sides or nothing like that, though. You know, but I will say this. Sometimes we as men, we can be faulted because we set ourselves up and we portray. We give a woman a certain visual of expectations.
And she expect that all the time.
Based upon how you come into a situation.
And she expect that all the time.
Man, listen.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. I feel like sometimes they do, but I feel like sometimes we put the pressure on ourselves.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just said.
We do.
Like if you come in the classroom in this math class and you always make A's, you shouldn't be making no B's. You see what I'm saying? Like, cause you've been making A's all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be making no B's and no C's. You're making some C's, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you put the pressure on yourself. But then I think once we put the pressure on ourselves, and then you want to fall back a little bit, that's when they put the pressure even more. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's when
I can't say I overdo it at the first day.
How
I am day one. How I am day one. I'm not day 55. That's my problem.
Hey, bro, you know what? Hey, you know what it is? Because at day one, and it's on the women's side too, I believe. At day one, I only want to say impress. You're trying to show out.
You're
trying to show out. You're trying to show out. So now you done show it out. Now that's where she holding you at your show out moment.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? You done
She gonna hold you to that.
She gonna hold you to your show out.
Why am I not staying the same way as I was day one as I am day 55?
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Why do I slow down?
In some situations.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we get good now.
Okay, you know me. You know me. Listen, I always play devil advocate.
We don't put people on a pedestal to a point where just coming into the situation, we might just see somebody and want them so bad to a point where we automatically we put them on a pedestal.
You showing out too.
But in actuality, once you get to know that person and the left phase done died out, and you're really one-on-one on one accord.
You might have to step over there.
See, when you want something so bad, sometimes we bypass all of that stuff and we just jump straight to the, you know what I mean?
It go both ways though, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. We put it on a pedestal, but once those expectations that we put on a pedestal, they're not fulfilled, it's like, okay, well, man, maybe if I would have took my time coming into this, it would have revealed itself and I wouldn't have been so disappointed.
But see, it was lust though. I was lust.
Okay. Tell me this right here. Cause like, here's the question to kick everything off. You know me, I'm all the devil advocate person, all trying to cause some kind of debate. Why are the women allowed to fall off, but the men not allowed to fall off?
Because you know what I think it is? I don't think this is where I feel like when the question.
If you hype yourself up to be that guy, you gotta stand on business.
Stand on business. Wait, let me say this right here. So it says, do women put too much pressure on men? So like you just said, right? So why are men held to those standards and women not? I think I ain't gonna say men settle, but we don't blow it up as big as women blow it up.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like once, if they fall off, we still, we know we rocking with. But if we fall off, they take it to another level.
Oh yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
And see, like me, I feel like as the relationship goes on, I feel like our list get bigger and theirs don't get smaller. That's just how I feel. Like, no, you gotta think when you first meet, come in, she trying to get everything. She trying to sort the life out. She trying to do. She trying to lock you down.
Locked in.
And once you locked in.
You in there.
Once you locked in,
it's a whole job.
It's occasionally. It's honeymoon. It's Valentine's Day. It's Mother's Day.
It's a whole job. But you gotta stick to your expectations. You gotta make sure you maintain her expectations. And every now and then you might, get lucky or something.
But
like
day
that.
one, I told her.
I was going to ask you this right here. So you said day one. Why day one is not like day 55? Why do you feel like your day one is not day 55?
He set himself up.
Because that lust went away.
It was
lust.
So you was lusting in the beginning. But
day one, I told the girl she was beautiful.
This man
15, 20 times the first night. Day 55, I don't say it no more. Day 1, 2, 3, and 4, I say good morning. Day 20, I'm not saying good morning no more. It's me. I'm not saying it's them. They put no pressure. I never had a woman put pressure on me.
So
I just came so high. But I can't stay up there.
And see, that's another thing we do. I've also done this in my personal experience dating. You know what I'm saying? I've showed you a visual perspective of what could be.
Yeah.
When I'm coming out the gate, I'm gonna let you know what the possibilities is.
Yeah.
It's all up to you if you withstand these possibilities. Once you see the existence and the reality that you could be living in, it's up to you if this reality exists for long. It can expire because I can switch back to the, for sure. Or I can be that, damn. You know what I'm saying? It's just all up to you.
Yeah. So you could be like, man, if they, like Wayne said, don't fall off.
Yeah.
So why don't we
hold them to
So
expectations?
why
too.
don't that's what I'm saying? So why don't men put the same pressure on women that the women put on us?
I do.
Because I'm the chaser.
You the chaser.
My pops told me it's always fun when you chasing them, but when they start chasing you, it ain't fun no more.
Okay.
My pops told me that. He told me to always be the chaser.
Always be the chaser.
That's why the woman never put on, man. I had great women.
Good woman.
Great, not good, all great. I ain't talking about all those side ones. I'm talking about my main core girls that I dealt with. They all was great.
You about the ones that was on the team? You about the ones that made the roster?
No, the starting lineup.
Oh, you talking about the starting lineup? Oh, you talking about the ones that probably
The starters,
You talking about the first five, the starting five.
Yeah.
The one guard, the shooting
the
guard.
the ones that I would go to war for.
Yeah.
I messed all that up because I wasn't the same person as I was day one.
Okay.
I should have been day 55 on day one.
Let me ask you this.
I should have been day
You should have
55
came
on
in
day
day
one.
55, you mean?
Let me ask you this. Like I said, sometimes when we as men, we come in and, I meet a chick and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, listen, I want you. This is what life could consist of. 6 months from now, if life don't consist of what we came into the beginning of, that's all based upon you. Have you ever been in a situation where it's like, okay, yeah, you switched up your status quo based upon the energy you receiving because you put too much energy into something that didn't deserve that type of energy. They wasn't on the same status quo as you. A lot of times it might not be you. I've been in situations where, because you got to understand, when you're an independent business owner, you got to have a whole nother mentality to actually deal with somebody. Your partner got to be an open-minded person when you're an independent business owner. I'm not going to be home every night at 5 o'clock. Some mornings I won't eat breakfast with you. Some days I might be out of town 3-4 days out of town. Some days I might be home 3-4 days in time. The status quo changes up. But sometimes if you're not, equivalent to your partner, but you want them to be equivalent to you, so you show them, hey, listen, this is what this could be, da-da-da-da-da, if you can get on the same page as me. But sometimes that person doesn't deserve that energy and attention you putting into them. A year later, you done block your blessings because you don't put so much attention and energy into this person, trying to levitate this person to your level, when in actuality, you're doing too much, bro.
So to take the pressure off, you saying in the lusting phase, don't do all that stuff.
Don't.
Okay, so don't do
But see, that's my problem. I do. That's my problem.
And why not?
So do you like the pressure?
Do I like the pressure?
I know you like to be the chaser, though. You like to be the chaser, but do you like the pressure? Do you like day 55? The pressure on day 50. Do you like the pressure?
No, I run.
You run. So you was a chaser.
So he's scared.
Now you're running. You're a track star.
He go all out of his way to get what he
Because
wants.
my mindset, my mindset
wants.
always be, oh, she gonna leave. She ain't gonna stay around.
So you automatically got in mentality. But that's
because I work so much. I work in my daughter. Them are 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I tell now, I do not lie no more. I'm not lying to no more women anymore. My work and my daughter are the first 2 things. If you can't be number 3, it ain't gonna work. I'm saying that now from day one now. I'm gonna say you beautiful 15 times.
Yeah.
I'm saying you beautiful. Yeah. But then I'm gonna tell you, I work 3 jobs. I'm an actor and my daughter.
So you met a girl between day 1 and probably day 10, and you ain't really like see nothing, but you still was gonna be like, I don't really see where this gonna go, but I know right now you beautiful. You tell that all the time.
No, they are great. They are wifey material.
No, I'm saying,
but my mindset, oh, she ain't gonna put it with me.
But I'm saying, why are you saying this? This was the next question.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you saying in day 1 lusting phase? Well, lust, that's probably the key word. And I just kind of like threw that out there, kind of the answer almost. But why day 1 through like day 10? Why are you so complimentary? And why do men go so hard.
See, sometimes we put too much into it. See, a woman.
Yeah, but why? But why?
We see the beauty. We see the beauty.
So what-
we see the beauty. We see the body.
So what is your what reward are you like? You looking for the reward to say this is gonna be my girl? Is that why you're saying then? Because think about it, you said we all said it. I mean I feel like we agree. I agree with the day 1 and day 55.
Yeah.
So do we? I mean, is this something that we all say? Dang, once we get her, we got her, and we don't have to do that no more.
Not necessarily. I mean, not for me so much.
I think
I don't know his experience.
Because it kind of depends. Like he said, he the chaser. So you got some people like me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I chase my wife. I know she's gonna look at the corner of the eye. I chase my wife, but like other females, I didn't chase them. They chased me.
But
you know what I'm
this
saying?
This is the thing about chasing.
Did you get bored when they were chasing you?
No, not really.
You didn't?
No, not really.
Cause my dog had a lot on chasing him. He was running the maze, man. He was running through everything.
So, a girl call your phone 10 times a day compared to you call a girl phone 10 times a day. You gonna feel the same. You be like, man, why she calling me again?
No, the thing about it, if you keep calling her 10 times a day, she gonna lose interest in you. Like, man, he begging me, man. I ain't got time for yes, man.
You decreasing your net worth as a man.
You become a yes man.
So you saying good morning, how you doing, how your day going? You don't do that 10 times a day? So day 1 ain't like that on day 1? Between day 1 and day 10.
Listen,
I feel like it's
ain't nothing wrong saying how your day going, how you doing.
I feel you on that though. I feel like
10 times back to back, I think a lot of times women be with their women like, he calling you again, girl.
because I think men are. I'm not saying I don't think they do think that person is beautiful,
we devalue
but I think
ourselves sometimes.
I think they do it because they feel like this is what to do to kind of make her interested in me.
We devalue ourselves.
Because they want women want I don't think men are really want compliments like that. Like, because you don't really walk around and a group of girls like, dang, he's so fine. Like,
shit.
No. I'm saying, I'm saying you don't see it. It ain't really like that. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Though.
It happens in some cases, but
you don't necessarily care for that.
And the percentages, like you have more men doing that. Let a fine girl walk by. Oh man, what's your name? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
We all gonna look.
Yeah, everybody looking, whatever. But you don't see a group of girls. They might say it to each other.
Yeah.
Or keep it in their head.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I done had a few.
No, but I'm saying the percentages is
low.
low.
The percentage might be low. I was that dude.
Yeah, the percentage.
When you that guy.
Cause like, I'm one of the when I came up, you know what I'm saying? I walk in the football game.
Listen.
When I was in high school, they're going, they're going crazy. That's me. You know what I'm saying?
Too. I played college
Yeah, you was a job, so you
at
understand,
Mississippi
yeah.
State. I played local basketball. So I'm like, okay, you bad, baby, but
It is what I'm me.
Too.
Yeah.
I'm me,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We
No,
gotta
and
be-
I ain't saying men not confident and stuff like that. I think a lot of men like confidence stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, we give a different reaction to a woman than a woman give a man.
We put them on pedestals.
Yeah, put them on
We
pedestals.
put them on pedestals.
So like it was like he was saying like so he the chaser. So like Wayne was saying like sometimes or one of y'all was saying that sometimes they might feel like dang why does Joker keep calling me or why you know what I'm saying. But
yes, because like at the end of the day, like I tell everybody, like she we ain't got no women on the past. They gonna feel like I'm bashing them. I ain't bashing them, but like at the end of the day, I feel like a woman don't really know what they want. At the end of the day, they don't.
All mine, see, all you did with all mine did.
All your women.
It was just,
listen, listen.
Yeah.
All your women. I don't care what you say, Lord. All your women. I guarantee you can get them everything they want on their list. It's gonna be one thing on our list. They're gonna add something to that list.
But why you gonna say you was the issue based upon the fact you work a lot, you goal oriented?
Because that's what you wanted.
Because I wasn't how I was on day 1 as on day 55.
But sometimes
you might just been tired from working,
they ain't deserve that though.
She got respect. You might be tired.
They want attention and affection.
Oh yeah, but
I stopped all that on day 55.
so what you saying you
You
still
got
could
another,
have.
man.
You saying you still could have if you wanted to.
I could.
So
you just ain't want to. So you just
ain't want to.
Okay, different.
Yeah, cause that's what
My situation different.
That's what I was
What
asking.
made you change the status quo?
They wanted that title.
So you ran from the title.
You ran from the title.
So you chased him, and then the
ain't
title
want no
came,
label.
and
There
you
you
did a U-turn.
He didn't want no label.
I can't go high five me. That ain't right. Because you playing with it hard.
Put that pressure on her. Put that pressure on
So
her.
they put that pressure.
Put that pressure on the dog,
the question
man.
say, you wouldn't put pressure on men. So I guess out of that question, we got a yes out of one of those situations because, like you said,
I guess it really depends on how long it took for them to put that pressure on you though. If it's 3-4 years down the line.
If me
then-
talking good every night to him and say, yeah, you the one, you beautiful.
No.
And then
But you
boom.
talking about day 55, you know what I'm saying? If you trying to get married day 55, I'm gonna run
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't about getting married. It's about me trying to stay the same way I was. I changed, man. I switch up. I'm the issue.
Okay.
I'm the
I
problem.
can't say I'm the issue. I have been the issue. I will lie if I say
I
I've
done
never
been the issue. I ain't gonna lie.
because I done broke and burnt some,
Oh yeah.
hello world. But I done burnt,
Yeah.
publicly,
Yeah, we all have.
worldwide. I done burnt
listen.
and broke some good women.
Oh yeah.
But when I got in contact with myself and I really know and learned how to love better and how to, be I can't say I've been in situations where I put too much in a situation that wasn't meant to be that situation.
Oh yeah.
Some people meant to come into your life for a season. For instance, never mind, we ain't even gonna go there today.
But
that's a whole
one
other
thing,
topic.
man, I wish we had some women
That's a
on
whole
this
nother
panel.
topic right
Only
now.
thing I want to know from a woman's side, why when a dude say he talks to somebody or post somebody, why are these women popping in your inbox?
Cause they only want you when you got somebody.
You ain't relevant when you just single.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want him.
What would you at 32 days ago?
That's how it goes.
32 days ago.
That's how it goes.
32 days ago.
What you
how
at
it goes.
32 days ago?
That's how it goes.
That's the only issue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're
And
more,
back-
you
and
more
back on that-
appealing when somebody wants you. Though.
Yeah.
You more
And
appealing.
back to that thing, lust, man. Lust is a strong word.
Oh,
man.
man.
Very much so.
Cause like
Let's
me,
talk
like,
for me.
cause like how you were saying, you were talking about, like different women and talking to different women. Like I really never knew what love was until I actually got married and put God into it. Like it's a difference, man. Like
Big
I don't know.
difference.
I don't know. You ain't married. You married yet? You married yet? I know. Real like you will never really know what true love is until you put that. A godly love is totally different from a lust. Like lust has been triggering me for a long time, man. Like that love, like what the little kids say, I die for you, mama. I die for her. Like that's real. Like that love is real, man.
Lust dies.
Yeah,
once you
let's die.
experience all those, deviant, for lack of better words, once you experience all those deviant ventures and all that other stuff, if there ain't no real glue and no real solidification, no real foundation, it falls all apart. I done built a couple relationships just based upon I need that. I want that.
I want that,
Yeah, I got you. What you light bill, phone bill, what you okay, yeah. But after that all said and done, and it's like, okay, back to the drawing board, what's next?
Yeah.
Where we going from here?
Yeah.
Been there, did that, done that, been here, did it over. Where we going from here?
Yeah.
What's next?
How can you make me better?
How are we gonna levitate?
Make
from
each
this
other
point?
better. Like
Because,
how long as like
this we done did that already. We done
I need somebody who's
accomplished
gonna better me, not bring me down.
that. Time for levitation.
But see,
Push
go
me.
back to my ones that I dealt with. They try to make me better, but I ain't want to hear it.
So that's
But
just
see,
you.
this is what you gotta understand too.
You gotta pray a little
in
bit more.
sense, in his defense, in his defense, you will get sometimes in certain situations I've been in. Not to ruffle nobody, fellas or nothing, but to some woman, a real deal, and I'm gonna say it again, a real deal independent man is a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot
that's true.
thereof.
Yeah.
When you a man, when you got your own cars, house, everything, you own generated revenue, and a female can't really find herself being an aspect in your life because the custom or the contrary dude she used to needed this, or within 3 weeks they meet and they staying together, they, locked in, When you like, okay, well, I've been generating revenue by myself, I've been living by myself, I've been doing all this by myself, so having somebody in and that close, and that's like a secret point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I first met my ex, I'm like, oh, come spend it, you spend the night, like, I ain't got no kids, Grant. You know how a woman be like, okay, I don't want to bring you around my kids yet because I just met you. Well, I don't want to bring you to my house yet, baby, because that's my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't just bring females to my house. I'm independent. I got my own. So bringing you in here and you not being consistent or you not being that person, that's a scare tactic for a man that's real, truly, legitly independent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And a lot of females need somebody that needs them.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's a whole nother subject for another day.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's two different levels of codependency. You don't have to necessarily need somebody to be codependency. You can need somebody to need you.
Yeah.
And you can be codependent. You can have your own car, your own house, your own everything. But if you ain't got nobody that needs you, nobody that has to depend on you, just as codependent as that man that needs that couch to sleep on or needs to drop you off to work. Because you need him to need you. That gives you a sense of relevance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ain't finding in yourself to create your own sense of value, like, oh yeah, whether I'm with somebody or whether I'm not with somebody, I'm good. I'm not just gonna settle for anything just for the sake of saying, oh yeah, I got an old lady, I got a girlfriend. No, I be by myself. I go to sleep by myself. I thug it out. You know, because I know my net worth. I know what I'm contributing. You know, but that's another subject because that percentile of guys is, you know, it's smaller. It's smaller than average. Everybody can't
and everybody
talk
ain't
like
for
that.
you though. And everybody ain't for you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know who for you. Like, no, that one of my biggest things coming up. Like I'm saying, like the popularity killed that also. Cause I know things that I was doing the wild stuff. So I'm like, shoot, do she really want me for me? You know what I'm saying? So like you know what I'm saying, that one of the biggest things. Do she want me or does she want me for my popularity? To tell everybody she talked to me.
You're a household name.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
hot commodity.
You know what I'm saying?
So, how did you know she was the one?
Oh.
Yeah, because we need
I didn't take notes.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm taking notes too now. I ain't never.
You said everybody that was chasing you, but
you just know, dog. It's one of them things, dog. You just know, dog. Like, but like, no, I ain't gonna sit up here and say it was all pieces and cream. Like, I ain't take her through it.
When you get on
know
each
what I'm
other's
saying?
nerves, but it's still like, damn, come
you
on.
know what I'm saying? She went on, she gonna knock me across my head a few times, you know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, like, you know. Like, when I first seen her, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I know you ain't that type of person that's out here. You know what I'm saying? Because she was in an environment that, like, you know what I'm saying? You ever seen like the woman that you know they ain't really from this environment?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, okay, I know she ain't from this environment.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
They
I can
go
see
to
something.
extra effort to keep themselves from being
Yeah.
involved in that realm of
I see something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying? It
can
was
see it.
different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one can mess this up.
Especially when you
know
from
what I'm
that
saying?
environment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
I was the person that messed up.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. Like, no, like I tell everybody, but like, cause like even my homeboys always tell me, man, don't get married because I got married. Make sure you got the right one. Make sure though, that's big, bro. Cause my thing like this, I need it all out my system before I say I do. You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't want to be the one to mess it up. Like when I said I got married, I didn't want money to mess it up, or mess with another woman mess it up. I had to make sure I had it all out my system before I did that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things, man. Like, and like you say, we're being a household name, and when we being married, now people looking at me like he mad. If he can do it, I can do it. So now it's like even though I'm in a relationship with my wife, it's me and her, but other people still looking like it. My family, my kids looking at it, my cousins, my nieces. So they looking at our relationship to see how, even though we still go through stuff, everybody go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I understand I know how to go through it, get over it, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna have issues in a relationship. Though. It's about getting over them, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest thing, though. Just keep pushing, driving, and just trying to be the best husband I can be, bro. At the end of the day, though, I done had it all, I done did it all, I done seen it all. I ain't gained nothing from it. You know what I'm saying?
For
I ain't
real.
gained nothing from it. No, I love my wife because she made me a better person, bro.
A lot of time wasted, for real. That is a beautiful thing. It must be beautiful. I ain't married, but like I said, when you got somebody that can really put their to the side and invest their time and focus into you to build you and to critique you.
Yeah.
Just to have a woman to be able to critique you. Because nowadays, when you got stature and you got clout, you got financial stability, people just along for the ride.
Yeah.
But when you got somebody that can say, you know what, stop, nah, that's not gonna work. Or do this, that way or this way, critique you and not afraid to actually, tell you when you're wrong and stuff. That's a hot commodity right now, man. Because a lot of people just long for the ride, especially when you got clout, stature, or financial stability.
Like you say, it's
you
a
can find
season.
anybody to go along for. Yeah,
It's a season. They just for a
Definitely
season, man. It's for a season. You got anything else on the topic? You want to say something on the topic? You good? Everything good?
I'm gonna get right one day.
Hey, fellas, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Episode 6, man. Spats, man. We got the merchandise. You want to go to merchandise? My boy Perk gonna put the link in the bio, man. Back Street the movie out, the series.
Oh yeah, season 1.
Season
Y'all
1 on
ain't tapped in and
Tubi.
check
Tap
us out,
in.
tap in and
Prime
check us out,
Videos.
man.
Fine video, man. We're gonna put it in the video so y'all can check it out. Put all the links in the video, man. We appreciate y'all, guys. This thing's still moving. Appreciate y'all fellas coming by, just opening it up.
Oh, man.
just talking, man. I appreciate you
Public
guys.
speaking's
man.
not my thing, but
Hey, you did
my
it
dog
today,
called
man.
me, had to come do it, man.
You did it today, man.
Even though I ain't want to be on camera. Lord. Shout out to my barber, man, Herman. He gonna kill me to find out I ain't camera ready right now. He gonna kill me to find out.
We're all right, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate
we out of here,
y'all,
man.
For real.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.